Hello everyone, this is Cindy and I just wanted to do a flip through of this journal. If you've watched any of my tag making videos, you've seen me add tags to this as I made them, and I just thought, well, it's getting awful thick, so it's time to move on to another journal. So I'm going to offer this for sale in my Etsy shop, Books by Burke. So anyway, let's look through it real quick. It measures 7 inches by 9 inches, and it has 2 signatures, and I just covered the spine with this doily, so you really can't see the stitching on the signatures. Each signature has 10 pages, so that makes a total of 80 sides that you can journal on. And this is not an old book. It was like 2007, 2009. But it was just an adaptation of Little Women, so I didn't have any problems gutting it and making it into a junk journal. It's closed with a hair tie and post signature. And let's just start looking. In the front, I made a library pocket, and it has this just a journaling card. It says my journal on it. And if you watched any of my tag making videos, you saw the one maybe where I made an author tag for the book. Louisa May Alcott, and it's just her pictures and her information, so it's behind the library pocket there. This is a pocket made out of wallpaper border, wallpaper border, and there's some lace on it. And there's 2 tags. I took an image from the book and just put it on this piece of, it was the end page of the book, and added a little bit of lace. And this is actually a double pocket. It's behind the wallpaper and then inside of it. This is a tag we made in one of the tag making videos, and it's just manila folder covered with cardstock and 2 holes punched at the top and the corner. You just tie a little knot in there. When I gutted the book, I just covered all that up with this burlap duct tape. The signatures are this heavy cardstock that's basically craft paper with, some pretty design on the front. And then I added this fringe on this one. This pocket has some collaging on it, and inside the pocket are these 2 tags. This one's just a journal tag with a pocket on the front that's got lace and rickrack, and then just a piece of scrapbooking paper cut like a tag. And then this is a picture from the book, and I just backed it onto some dictionary page and then some writing paper. The actual book had a lot of illustrations, so I included quite a few of them in this junk journal, and there's one. And this is a double pocket made out of scrapbook paper, and I've got a little bit of collaging here. And if you can see, I just, instead of cutting a semicircle out to show where the pocket's at, I used a different punch, so it's just got a little bit of a different shape. And these 2 tags, this one is just scrapbook paper glued onto a tag, and then this one is scrapbook paper with background stamp, and then some embroidery floss wrapped around it, and I just covered up the back with a piece of stationery paper that you can write on. This is a banner. I made a large one, and then I put some of that writing paper on the back so you can write on the back. And this is a flip out, and on the other side is a tuck with these tags in it, so this paper clip is doing double duty, holding the banner on and holding these items in this tuck spot. And this is another tag with a pocket and just a scrap of scrapbook paper in there. And this is a postcard stamped onto an index card and just added a real stamp. So these are all clipped here, the banner there, and this holds it in place. Okay. It's another book illustration with some lace on it. This is a double pocket made out of a book page and a little bit of collaging with some burlap and some stamping and some lace. Index card with some lace on the end of it, and this is just a piece of scrapbook paper with some raffia and a silk flower on it. This is a lace flip with a little bit of trim. And here's another double pocket with some collaging. And this is just 2 tags tied together with a piece of lace, and you can journal on the back of them. Big old pocket there, and this is just an index card with some lace on it. And like I said, most of these tag ideas were in my tag making videos that I'm still working on. This is the center of the signature, and it was 2 pages about all 4 of the daughters, so I included that as the center. Here's an index card with a tab on it, an index card with some fabric sewn on it. And this is a triple pocket. It's a It is a Reader's Digest book page, and they age really pretty, but they're kind of fragile, so I just put it on 2 layers of cardstock and made 3 pockets. And this little booklet I showed how to make in one of those tag making videos, and it basically, you fold some paper, put it in your punch, but you don't run it all the way to the back of the punch, and it doesn't cut the fold, and it just makes a little booklet. And there's a little bit of ribbon on that. Here's collaging on this page. Here's another double pocket. It's got a doily and some fabric and some lace. And this is an index card with fabric on it. And this is a booklet made out of scrapbook paper and an index card. I just sewed them together. Or they could have been glued together. Some ledger paper. And here's a flip out. And on this side is a another tag that's tucked underneath that tuck. And if you saw any of those videos, you saw the one where I made the slits. And then you can slide another tag inside this, the first tag, the bigger tag. So it's like a little journaling card slipped in. Or I showed how you can put your business card in there. And this paper clip just holds it on. This is something we made in one of the earlier tag making videos. Basically, you take a square, or it could be a rectangle, of paper, and you make some photo corners out of envelopes. And on these, I just put a stamped image, and then I glued it on there, and then you can just slip this out and write on both sides or add a picture, and then when you're done, you just slip them back into the photo corners. And it takes a little bit of maneuvering, but you can get it eventually. Maybe. There we go. And music paper, image from the book, scrapbook paper, and here is a pocket that flips out, and you can journal in the back, and it's got some lace and some rickrack on it. And this is another one of those postcard I stamped on an index card and just added a real stamp to it. And this pocket has got some tissue paper and some burlap and some ruffled up paper as a decoration, and inside it is just an index card that I used the corner punch on. And this is a little journaling card I made out of a stamp, and I stamped it on manila folder, put some scrapbook paper on it and cut it out, and then I just wrapped some of this jute string around it and put a couple of beads on it. Makes a cute little journaling card. Alright, the next signature's got some trim on it. And we have a fabric flip tag. I showed how to make this in just the last tag video I did. And I believe it's number 12, tag video 12. And this is an index card divider. And I just added some rickrack to it. But it's blank on both sides, so definitely can journal on it. And this is just some collage made out of some fabric and different pieces of paper. Some lace. Here's some lace on this page. And here's another flip out with a tuck on this side, and this tuck has another pocket tag. This just got a couple of miscellaneous tags put in there. And this paper clip just kind of holds it all in there and holds the flip down. Here's another double pocket made out of a book page, and this is made from a page from the book. And it's got a tag made out of manila folder, scrapbook paper, lace, and stamping. And this one is made out of a stamp image or saying on a piece of vellum that's just been tied to a piece of cardstock. And this one is just an index card that we sprayed and used corner punch on. This is a flip up piece of scrapbook paper, and I've glued it on there so there can be a pocket in the back. Some scrapbook paper, ledger paper, book image, copy paper. Here's another double pocket. This is Reader's Digest book page again, and since sometimes they can be real fragile, I didn't make a pocket in the back. I just glued the whole thing onto this page and then made a pocket out of scrapbook paper there. And this is just a piece of scrap of scrapbook paper cut to make look like a tag. And here's another one of those booklets made out of index card and scrapbook paper, except this time I rounded the corners. And this is a double pocket. Here's some collaging. This is the center of the signature. This is a pocket made out of wallpaper border, and this I showed this how to make this in the last tag making video as well. It's just taking manila folder and making it look like, you know, an index card or a folder, except this one doesn't fold. I put scrapbook paper on it and a stamp image. So here's another pocket made out of wallpaper and lace, and this is 2 more index cards, one with just corner punch and one with a stamp collage on it. And there's a pocket behind this pocket and obviously with inside the middle of it. It's another flip out, and this tuck has a page from the book, and it was pretty much blank, so I went ahead and included it because you definitely journal on that. And this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that you folded in thirds, and the top just tucks up underneath this little piece of cardboard, and it holds it in place. This actually is from the spine of a Reader's Digest book. It's just an image, so it makes a great little tuck thing. This is a pocket that's got a flip. You can journal on the back, and inside the pocket is just a piece of copy dyed paper that's been folded to look like an envelope. And there's a little bit of collaging on the front of this pocket. And this is, I'm calling it a waterfall, I'm not sure, flip or whatever, but Gail Agnostinelli showed how to make it on one of her videos. And basically it's just, mine is the same sheet of scrapbook paper, but it was white on one side and colored on the other. So I just reversed each strip and then folded it so it's like a waterfall. And I just clipped it on with a paper clip. I show how to do that in one of those tag videos. There's a page with lace. Another double pocket with some collaging on it. This is a matchbook. It's just got some blank papers in it. I show how to make this in one of those tag videos. Like I said, this book held all of my things I made for the videos. I just made tags to go in this book and one other book, Anne of Green Gables. Anyway, this is fabric, paper, and some ribbon, just all sewn together, and it makes a different little journaling card. And in this pocket, it also has collage with some lace and some string and some fabric. It's got, it's like a Franken tag, except it's made out of fabric instead of paper. So I just zigged around the different pieces of fabric, and I could have just done around the edge, but I went ahead and did each one. And then I put paper on the back so you can journal on it, and some lace at the top. This, I showed how to make both of these in, I think it was part 12, tag making ideas. And this is just a book page folded in half and torn to be the shape of a file folder. And I just decorated the front and put some scraps on the back that are, you know, blank enough that you can write on. So just tuck that in this pocket. And that's the end. So this is Little Women. It's going to be for sale on my Etsy shop, Books by Bert. And I just filled it up with the ideas from my tag making videos, and I'm going to make another journal and keep making tags. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.